Good.
And we're live.
Oh my gosh. Bear,
It's going.
happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
That was so weird.
Bro, don't tell me happy Thanksgiving the day after Thanksgiving. I won't be weird about it.
Bear,
I'm here.
did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did, yeah. It was
You
great.
did?
Ate a lot of food.
Good. Well, I had an interesting moment on my Thanksgiving, and it actually gave me today's cold open question. As I was getting ready to go spend some time with the family, I realized, man, I'm kind of tired. It was the morning, and I was going to drive to town where my parents live. And so I stopped by a little coffee shop, grabbed a coffee. And on the way, I was kind of like, like, that's a little weird. Like, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm going to go spend time with my family. And there's this person who's just chilling at work and got me a coffee. And it made me think, like, way back when I was younger, my dad was super big on, like, not supporting businesses that had their employees work on certain holidays. And so we definitely weren't allowed to go shopping anywhere on, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter. Well, Easter's usually on Sunday. But even then, like, businesses are always open now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, even he would get to the point where he would choose the grocery store we'd go to in the town we grew up in based off of one of them had people work on Christmas and one of them didn't. So he'd always support the one that let the people stay home on Christmas. And so I kind of just did it without thinking, just like, oh, I grabbed a coffee, realized it was Thanksgiving. But it made me think the question I want to go over to start is, should we feel guilty or wrong about supporting a business that has its employees work on certain holidays?
Dude, I don't know, though, because a lot of businesses make it optional to work that day, or at least that's been my experience with jobs. And you get double time when you work on holidays in most places. So it's not like you're just working your normal day at work. I don't know. I'm sure some companies are not good about it and force their employees to work when they don't want to. But for some reason, I don't feel too bad about going and getting a couple extra things from the grocery store on Thanksgiving.
So you don't think it's actually just like people are forced to, like, not see their families on holidays, and you don't think it's anything like that?
It very well could be, and I'm just not exposed to that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we're also joined today with Wes. What's up?
How's it going?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Not too bad.
Cody?
Nice.
What's up, dog?
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good, man.
Did either of you have to work?
Nope.
No, sir.
Neither did I. Well, any thoughts right off the bat before we get into the meat of this question? Do you have any initial? Are you for shopping on holidays or against it?
To be honest, I've never actually even thought of that before. That never has crossed my mind. But now that you say it, I think I'd be more against shopping. Because, I mean, you don't really think about those people working on a holiday.
Okay.
But
Cody?
now that you bring it up,
I mean, I've had to work on holidays before. It kind of depends on the holiday to me.
Okay, so I think
honest.
we're gonna save that because I think that's a question or a conversation we'll get into a little
Yeah, I
bit
think
deeper.
that's a whole nother can of worms.
Of like, are there certain holidays that should be exempt from working, or certain holidays where it's no big deal?
Yeah. I did. So you texted me about this question yesterday. So I started thinking about it as I was sitting there having a normal Thanksgiving dinner with my family.
Yeah.
And then I was leaving to go home, drove by one gas station, it was closed, and I was like, well, shoot, I hope there's at least one gas station open because I really need gas. And then
the same situation.
I got to the gas station that was open in town, and I was like, this guy's working. They stay open 24/7. And so this guy's working all night on Thanksgiving night. I was like, yeah, that's kind of rough. But some people don't even care, though. I've met people that just don't even see the significance in it. They just rather go to work.
And that's the thing. When I was in, like, high school and, like, right out of high school, the jobs I worked a retail job for a while, and they kind of scheduled it as in, like, they offered up, if anyone doesn't care about working on this holiday and wants to make extra money, sign up. And
that's how I think it all should be.
Yeah, and then if it got shifted, and then everybody else who didn't want to work didn't have to work. But I think the problem comes when you don't have enough people who are
Mhm.
okay missing the holiday, or if you're a
Yeah.
big business where it requires a lot of people to be working.
But then there's some jobs that there's no days off. Like police officers, they got to work Thanksgiving, they got to work Christmas.
Yeah,
Like there's no just taking everybody the day off for that.
that's
and so
true.
I don't know how that system works, whether it's something like we were saying, kind of volunteer thing, people that don't necessarily have some big extravagant Christmas plans. I don't know, but I definitely think we should be more thankful for the people that are out there working on Thanksgiving, Christmas, whether it's a coffee shop or a police officer.
So do you think that it'd be better if everyone just said, okay, we don't feel good about unnecessary work on holidays? And so say everyone were like my dad and was like, no, we're not doing any shopping on Thanksgiving. We're not doing any shopping on Christmas. Like, if it's not making the company money, they wouldn't do it. So do you think it'd be better for people to take that approach of like, we're just not going to participate, where we think people should be home with their families if they can?
Yeah.
And then like kind of, I guess, speak with their wallet and force the business to not.
I mean, because it's
Staff
it's
the
all
company.
plannable. Like I could have got gas Wednesday night,
Easily.
but I waited until Thursday
But
afternoon.
you didn't have to worry about it, because in our society you didn't have to worry about them being closed on Thanksgiving.
And one of them was. I was like, oh man, hopefully the other gas station I go to is open. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home.
I wonder if this is a generational thing, because I feel like a while ago, like more when our parents were growing up, you would have expected everything to be closed. Does that make like
Just a ghost town of all companies.
Cody, is there any way you can get on that and see like kind of the rate of businesses that stay open for holidays?
I don't know how
over
you'd
the
find
years?
it, but like, and when that changed.
That'd be tough, but you can
I don't
definitely.
know how that'd take a lot of find, but
Dude, it's Cody. You can find anything.
It wasn't that long ago when people, like, most things were closed on Sunday also. People had to plan and get stuff if they wanted, like, a dinner Sunday. They'd have to get it Saturday.
That makes sense.
okay, yeah. So does that get into like, should you support a business that's open on Sundays, or is that just personal preference? I don't think I would take as hard of a stance as saying that I wouldn't support the business that's open on Thanksgiving, because I'm sure there's people out there that don't have some big plans to go to and they'd just rather go to work.
There's also a thing where not everybody recognizes each holiday,
true
and so like I remember,
that.
my dad, when I was growing up, like I said, didn't let us go shopping anywhere on Christmas, but yet there was like a market down the street from us where I think they were Hindu, and so they would stay open on Christmas, and they were like, it was because
Yeah.
it was just any other day to them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they were Hindu. I can't remember exactly what they were, but they just were like, yeah, we don't celebrate that, and so yeah, we stay open.
Another thing to think about is some people probably don't have families, and there's also other people that need the money and would rather work on a holiday and make extra money. Than
Yeah,
stay home
there's
and
some
do
people who
nothing.
need that to pay for their Christmas.
Exactly.
True. And if you're making double time,
That's some coin.
that's pretty good money.
It's just tough when it's kind of one of those things that is hard to really deal with unless you can examine it from a case-to-case basis. And that's where you struggle when you work with like a big business, you know? Because it's like, if Walmart's open on Christmas, I don't know if it is. It probably is.
24/7. I'm pretty sure.
Like,
No
you can
exceptions.
guarantee there's people who are working at a company that size who don't want to be there, probably maybe would rather be with their family than have that extra money.
Yeah.
They just
and
quit
that-
and go find a different job.
That's not that's not practical.
I mean, why would you work for a company if you don't like it? Is that
I
too,
think-
is that
I
just
just-
too bold of a statement? I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, you're not gonna like everything.
I get
about
what you're
where
saying, but
work,
if you say you find yourself in a position where you have kids and like rent or a mortgage and bills, like the process of switching from one job to another,
just can't afford
you
it.
just can't afford it.
yeah, I could see it. I could see it for sure. That would be a really hard position to be in, though, when someone tells you you got to be here Christmas Day all day.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
And that's the thing. The person telling you that, who's making the schedule, probably isn't very happy about it either.
yeah. Can't imagine it brings people joy to make their employees work on Christmas.
No.
But
So do you think there's sort of like a hierarchy of holidays, where it's like, oh, this one's fine to work on, but then this one's not?
I'm not sure. I would definitely think that it is more of a big deal to not work on, say, Christmas Day rather than something like New Year's.
I feel like Christmas Day is the top dog.
I would say so too.
Christmas,
and Easter.
and yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter.
The
Well,
big- the-
Easter's a double whammy because it's always on Sunday. So you're working Sunday and Easter.
Well, the big ones.
Never
that
shopping at those
involve-
companies again.
Involve a lot of family. I think those would be the ones.
Yeah, those are the ones that people travel for
Yeah.
and like everyone gets
Mhm.
together. What about like 4th of July?
That's a very different one though because it's not a worldwide holiday.
No, but it is like kind of as far as like an
But it is
American,
a big deal.
it's like the
It's a big
it's
deal.
the biggest deal in this country.
I would not.
It should.
work on 4th of July.
Well, okay.
I've always gotten it off, and I've
I
never
will
been in a
make a
position.
defense of 4th of July in the sense of I feel like all the festivities around 4th of July happen like later in the night
And
because you have the
on
firework thing. It's
That's
like
true.
the
it
weekend
is.
before or the weekend after.
I have worked on 4th of July, but just in the morning and got the afternoon off
Mhm.
to do.
Yeah, true,
Stuff with family.
true.
I feel like half
See all the
days.
fireworks and stuff. 4th of July is a pretty fun holiday.
No,
I
4th
like
of July
it.
is awesome.
I like it.
I love fireworks.
Barbecue.
Skeet shooting.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you guys do that every year, huh?
Yeah.
that's
we
a.
do- we do
What do you
big-
do?
We do a big family skeet shoot for the 4th of
Shoot and
July
play
every year.
pigeons.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Well, I was saying that in case someone listening didn't know what it is. I assume
Oh
that
yeah,
you
that's a
did.
good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right, so for anyone out there who doesn't know, skeet shooting is
You shoot these
Play
little
pigeons.
orange.
And we have
ceramic
random activities
discs.
every year. One year we did lawnmower races.
Oh, what?
I didn't know that.
Wild.
That's
You
a
could
great family
do-
tradition.
My uncle made it, and he's like, "There's any mods you want, you can do it."
Everybody bring a lawnmower.
They're pretty quick.
Anybody get hurt?
There's a lot of duds. No, nobody got hurt. Surprisingly.
Everyone's missing fingers and stuff by Christmas time.
I was gonna say, has anybody gotten messed up with fireworks before?
Yes.
What
I've
happened?
been okay, so I was at a buddy's house and we were doing fireworks on 4th of July, and somehow lighting the fireworks off became a Roman candle war, and someone had some pretty good aim because he smacked me right in the eye with a Roman candle. It hurt pretty bad.
Was there any like actual damage, or it
Uh,
just kind of like burned?
Roman candle
no, it
war.
hurt.
Have you ever had one?
Dude, we've shot them around, shot them at each other, but not like a legit setup like an airsoft war, like you're going till you get out kind of deal.
Oh no, yeah, I've never set parameters on it. It's just everybody messing up everybody.
Yeah, but if you inside there's like this sulfur stuff that's
Yeah.
inside of those, and that's what really burns.
Cody, do you remember when it was after the 4th of July and we were at Luke's and we shot the mortars at each other? We like everybody had the pipes.
Like you were holding the
So
two.
you
It
what-
was
so what
it was
happened
the
was-
fence post pounders.
Yeah, what happened was we were shooting Roman candles at each other, and then some people ran into his like big garage,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone grabbed mortars and like put them in these pipes, and then we started like someone had him like on his shoulder. Max was holding it on his shoulder, and they were like lighting mortars at each
RPG,
other.
RPG.
Like inside. It was horrible. If
Holy
you're listening,
smokes.
don't ever do that.
I have some wild stories with mortars.
Dude, we've
They're
had them like
crazy.
set up a bunch of the tubes, you know, and then you light one off,
Yeah.
and it goes off, and then knocks over the next tube, and then you just take off running, and then it's like a war zone.
We use them as grenades a lot.
Fireworks are so dangerous, though.
Fireworks
so
are
dangerous. Like
you
the
know, what were
huge
the,
forest fires get
what
started
are
from
the
there.
what are the ones that just scream like Screaming Willies?
Screaming Pete's?
Screaming
No,
Pete's.
or
Is
the
that right?
Piccolo Pete.
Piccolo
Pete's.
Pete, nice.
Piccolo Pete's.
Nice.
I remember my uncle.
Duct tape them and hammer them. Have
Yeah.
you ever done
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That's what I
Is
was
that
gonna
what
say.
you're
is
gonna say?
My uncle, who was the fire captain at the time.
Oh. It's like, yo, boys, check this out.
Yes, he like pretty much showed me, and so I was like probably like 11 or 12, and like I'd like done it up and like hammered it, and I like lit it, and then right when the fuse got like below where you could see it, nothing happened. And I like waited there, and it felt like I waited for a while, but nothing happened. And I was like, "What the heck?" So I like go reach down to grab it, and it just like boom,
No
like right
way.
in my face.
Dude,
like,
they're loud.
It singed my eyebrows off. Yeah, it was gnarly. It was like ringing in my ears.
I feel like everybody
It was a
has
bad
crazy
look.
fireworks stories.
The worst-
It's hard for us in Oregon though,
Oh yeah.
because we don't even get the good fireworks.
Well, we got to travel to get
But yeah,
them.
I mean it's only 45 minutes away.
Take a little road trip. But now they're legal in Washington too. They rained down last year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Have to bump all the way over to Idaho.
What does this country come to?
No more explosives, man.
How can I celebrate our independence without exploding things?
Yeah, you gotta shoot some mortars. It's so fun.
So
Or
circling all the
yeah.
way back.
Fireworks is a good
So
topic.
4th of July, you think you should have that day off?
Yeah.
At least the afternoon.
I
would say that's when
I am
you
down
can-
with a half day on 4th
Yeah,
of
that's
July.
when you can work in the morning.
If
like
you
so
work
half
nights,
day.
I think you should have it off.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, we have to exclude mandatory work, like you said, like first responders, nurses, like
Yeah.
Those guys know what they
dispatchers.
signed up
Yeah,
for.
you know
though.
what you're
but
going
that is
in
the
for.
thing. Like that is the thing. You definitely like you take that burden on willingly, and then there's a difference between like someone like yes, when you sign up to work a job, you signed up to work whatever days they tell you, but it's also kind of it just seems like unnecessary. You know,
Like
And
coffee
then-
shops, I don't know, but a lot of people get coffee, so they're probably making a lot of
and
coin on
that's
those mornings.
and that's circling all the way back to my first
And those
point
people
of like,
probably get a lot of tip money.
should it be on us? Should it be on us, the consumer, to say no? Why we don't need to go get a Dutch Bros or a Starbucks on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
don't know
it
how
kind
late
of
they're
is on
open on
us.
those days. But
Speaking from working at Dutch Bros, it's most Christmas Day
And I have no idea if they stay open.
is optional. So usually the stand leaves it up to the employees. Do you want to work or not? And if you get enough people, then you'll work Christmas Day. But if
how
if
long of a
nobody's-
day?
it's usually the day is usually like 5 a.m., which is typical open time for a Dutch Bros, till like, I mean, no later than like 2.
Oh.
It's
See, it's
just
just tough,
and it's
though,
like
because
optional.
Christmas
Like
Day is
it's,
You
so
missed the
many-
morning.
it's
so many
optional. Like I
families do
said,
morning.
like if nobody signs up, then guess who's not opening that day? That Dutch Bros.
Okay, and that's the method that I think it should be.
I agree.
But I think most companies
Way to
say
go, Dutch
if
Bros.
no one signs
Strong
up,
work.
we're just gonna mandatorily make
Yeah.
people work. And I don't know. It's just hard. I think my conscience says I'm not gonna support a business that stays open on Christmas Day just so they can make a little bit extra money. Because if you think about it,
But
how
are you
much?
just going to not shop there year round, or are you just going to not shop there that day?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be as extreme as my dad.
He just straight up wouldn't go there year round.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He will not shop at one of the grocery stores where he lives because they make their employees work Christmas Day and the other one doesn't.
I respect it for sure.
I do too.
Bold
I mean, I
move,
like
man.
that.
Yeah,
I just think
I dig it.
sometimes it's on the consumer and us to kind of demand the way that a company operates with our wallets.
I like that. Yeah.
For me to wrap up, I think Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter should be no goes. Like, I definitely.
What about 4th of July?
Like I said, half day.
Okay.
4th of July can be a half day. I mean, what other Valentine's Day work? Just work.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't need
And it's
that.
probably getting you out of a date you don't want to be on anyway.
Halloween, work.
Work.
Halloween work.
Work.
Nothing happens till night anyway.
Yeah, work.
And then if you're all bummed out that you can't go out really late, if you have to work night, you're probably up to no good anyway. So
St.
True.
Patrick's.
just work.
Wait, what about St. Patrick's Day?
Work.
Work.
I don't consider those really holidays, anyways.
I think that in some parts of the world, St. Patrick's Day is probably a much bigger deal.
Well, yeah,
And
yeah,
would be more like,
Yeah, like Ireland.
yeah. But here, maybe if you're in New England.
The best part about it here, though, is when you're in grade school and people don't wear green, everyone's just pinching each other. That's like the only thing.
But
No,
did you
no,
ever
no,
run
no.
it? You ever run into those teachers where it's like you better not pinch anybody if they're
No
not wearing
pinching.
green?
No pinching.
Oh, I bet you're a lot of fun
Like,
parties.
yeah, well, let me rock this person with my
I remember in
fist.
grade school, I always tell people that I had green boxers on if I didn't have green. on.
Classic.
And they could never
Classic.
pinch me.
I see. Knowing me, I'd be like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a wedgie and find out." All right. Well, you guys, let's wrap up for take a little break.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.